Well, we made it to IWF 2024. Let's go walk around and look where we're going to spend our money. Here we're walking through the Nanjing booth. Very big company internationally, not much of a presence in North America, but they had a lot of standalone machines that were really well built. A lot of pictures and videos of some larger automated factories that they have put together. So it's a very interesting company. Definitely something to watch out for. And then just saw this product of this wavy board. It was very interesting, I thought. And then here we're at a spray machine company. They had these auto-loading racks that would take the doors in packets and dump them off onto carts. There's another stand-up rack that used brooms to hold the doors vertically. In this other booth, they had a robot with a spray head on it. They were just cleaning glass, but you can see the motion. Look at the motion of the head. They have it programmed to swivel nicely to get that wrist motion that you would have. And then just another robot stacking and stacking. There's a lot of places that had robots, and I just took a few clips of all those because it was just interesting. More door racks. We were looking for another solution in our finishing area, so there's a lot of clips of just good door racks that we liked looking at. This I thought was really cool. This was a automated pallet assembling line machine. So an operator could dump the pieces of wood in one end, and the machine would drop in and screw the pallet together all in one go and auto stack it down at the end of the line of the machine. Here we go, combi lift, very big in Europe. We're looking at getting one. This thing is friggin' sweet. Very tight radius, get in between racking. The ground floor of the whole place, huge. I think it was over 1 million square feet of equipment that we walked through over a couple of days. If you've never been, it's definitely worth the trip just to see all the different things that are there. Like this is an indoor dust collector that's bigger than some people's shops. There's just a robotic lathe, CNC. It's making a chair leg, I guess. Just very intricate. I thought that was pretty interesting. This company, Ott Machinery, they make edge banders and return bears, and that's it. This thing is very well built. I gotta say, this is one of the most impressive edge banders I've seen, and just a really good looking machine that was on the go. Here, take a look at the video I've taken here. The return bear, see it stopped those pieces so that when they're small enough it'll grab 3 at a time, or if they're bigger it'll grab 2 at a time, or it could also rotate bigger pieces to send back to the operator. That was just interesting that it would stop them. And then in the same booth, a different company had just a multi-axis dowel inserter drilling type of machine that was doing some boring and machining. We were also looking for some case clamp solutions. So here at the this was a Ganomat clamp. So he's got the drawer. It's semi-automated, maybe not as much as automation as we're looking for, but we're looking for a very strong clamp. So less automation and stronger might be what we go for. But you see he's air table across the bottom, so it rolls in easy. Watch this. A little shove, boom, right out. Just slides right out very easily, and then automatic conveyor heading out. And at the end there, he's got that auto tipper. We'll see here, he lifts it up. So if you're running a shop where you're building them on their sides like we do, you're gonna want to bring it up there. Definitely a good solution with that Ganomat clamp. Here at the Marine Johnson booth, they had a lot of dovetailing equipment. They didn't have a dovetail robot that I've seen on their website. I was hoping to see that, but they had this robot picking up and stacking dovetail drawers, just stacking and unstacking. And that's all this thing was doing, just showcasing that. But again, I got videos of every robot at every booth just because that's kind of the way the whole industry's heading. I thought it was interesting to see how many robots were at the show. And then this was the only booth, I can't remember what it was, but it was a autonomous robotic cart that could, see, it was bringing material over to a storage system to pick it up. I thought that was a great idea for this application. And the Doucette booth here, this is a shaper they had set up with, it's almost like a Redix return conveyor that they make for returning panels and spinning them. But this conveyor was grabbing multiple pieces of solid lumber and feeding it back. And then just another conveyor coming off of an edge bander. Just a nice design. Our current one just makes tons of noise, so this might be a solution for us. What was really cool is here at the end you'll see they had like a piece of steel so you could deactivate that lowering part. So when you had a bunch of small pieces, take a look, boom, they just fall off of that little shelf, so you don't have to activate the return motion so frequently and wear out the machine faster. Very interesting idea. And then that was a boat made of slices of plywood. This is over at the Thermwood booth. They were just showcasing a bunch of things that out of plywood, and then as well out of their 3D printed L-San Martin table saw. That was a very nice saw. This booth was really cool. They made this gantry system that you could put on anything. So you see they made it out of a timber frame, which I thought was pretty cool. Their drying oven over at SCM, and then this is another clamp we were interested in at SCM to squish cabinets. They also have a robotic cell that can unload a CNC and dowel the parts. They just had it in party mode, it looks like, at the time, so I didn't get any footage of it actually doing some work. So the idea then is that it would be in a library case, so it could place parts for storage and sort them out as it's doweling and unloading the CNC. Over at Koch, this was a really cool machine. This was a double-sided dowel inserter being fed by an ABB robot, which with a double feed and unload kind of section for it. So the doweling part would actually expand and contract to accept whatever width part and drill and dowel, and the robot would just have the next one ready to go and unload the other one as it was done. So you can see it's just inserting and bringing the part in, injecting the part out, just automatically loading, unloading, doweling the parts. It was a really cool machine, especially since it was double-sided. So that's definitely something that we would look into if we're looking for more automation. Here, another robotic place that was showing off a 3D print. And over to the home egg booth, or Styles if you're in the US. So we didn't walk through the whole booth. Our shop is already a home egg showroom if you've seen our other videos. But here I've got the footage sped up of the robotic cell they have. If you want to see this in real time and see how quick it is at a normal pace, or watch it a little more closely, look in the link below and you'll see the video I just put out where I narrate the robot working at a steady pace. This is just a placeholder for now. Royce Air, of course, our tooling supplier here in Canada. If you're in Ontario, Southern Ontario, great place to get your tooling. Another robot just in dance mode or in demo mode. Wasn't doing any picking parts in that, but just showing off that it could grab and sort stuff. Of course, the ETA wrapper. We have an ETA wrapper for the last 4 or 5 years. We'll be looking to upgrade it. and definitely thinking about getting this drive around one, because that is just really slick to have that drive around our skids and wrap all of them. And yeah, another little robotic place. They were just showing off their software, that they could, what they could do. It was a little impressive display. I thought this was really cool. This is a pretty cool table, really wild grain, I thought. Nothing crazy. Here we go, another robot spraying. Look at the wrist motion on this robot. It's almost identical to a human hand. Look at it. It's not actually spraying any lacquer, but it is going through the motions. And look at how close it gets, right up underneath the chair. How hard would that be for you to get in and around and under on a chair, and then spin it or walk around a chair? So this is a really cool application for bigger furniture places. I think that's a great robot. And yeah, a really nice curved edge mirror. It has a curved edging side, and then it has a trimming side on the same station, so you can swivel that arm right around and trim the piece all in one go. That about sums up our 2-day trip that we took to Atlanta, Georgia. There's a lot of cool things there. If you made it there, I'm sure you saw all this stuff and more. If you did, let me know in the comments below what things you saw that I didn't display here that maybe you thought was interesting. And if you didn't go, I hope this helped you out. Maybe you got to see some things that you wouldn't ordinarily see. And that's what I'm trying to do with the channel. If you're new here, is I'm just trying to trying to educate people with the technology that's in this industry. I really don't think woodworking and manufacturing gets the credit that it deserves, with woodworking in particular. You know, a lot of people think that we still hammer and chisel and cut scraps of wood into make cabinets. You know, it's not as big of an industry, but it is a huge industry, and there's big machines and a lot of automated stuff coming this way. And if you enjoyed the content, then again, please subscribe, and really keep an eye out for the next video. We're going to be unveiling the big expansion plans for the shop. Stick around for more videos. Thanks, guys.